Welcome to the German Telemark lecture. Our motto today is Telemark skiing will change your life. And we will present you a 6-step to get easy into telemark skiing. And Monika Rieder and myself, I'm Schuppi, Lukas Liedle, will present this to you today. So welcome back, or welcome. Many of you have been in Pampovero at the last Interski. It's good that we have some consistency in the Telemark teams, that we meet each other every 4 years and learn together and develop together. Hi Witze. And maybe you remember our last workshop. It was about the Alpenstock, a methodical tool with a marketing aspect. And this year we had the Swiss friends who also had a marketing device that you can use. Everybody recognized the group, and we had the same feeling in Pampovero, so we liked that very much. Then you maybe remember the Telepinguin at our last run in Pampovero. So we slide now to Levy and our lectures today, and our workshop is tomorrow. And the motto at the workshop will be, we bet that you can learn telemark skiing in 55 minutes. And with you, I mean the three ladies from Switzerland. I say applause for them. And no pressure, telemark skiing is so easy. And how it works, you will learn in this lecture how it can work. And I will tell you how it can work, and Moni will explain you what is behind the idea. So, first let's introduce the team. I'm Schuppi. I'm the head of the teaching team in Germany. Then we have got Monika, who has the project lead for our new teaching book, and therefore you will get from first hand the topics that we developed in the last years. Then we have got Flo Eggert, who's here, and Helle Schürholz, also here in Levy. And then we've got Thorsten, the penguin, who's sitting in the back, and applause for the penguin. I mean, it's a tough job to be a ski instructor, but somebody has to do it. But to be in the penguin, that's really hard. So yeah, I hope you appreciate that. So that's the team, and so the penguin is very important for our teaching concept. The penguin shows the fascination that we all share with telemark skiing, and this fascination brought us here to Levy. And the penguin is a snow lover. The penguin also presents the idea that telemark skiing is very easy. If the penguin can ski telemark ski, then you can do it as well. And so we want to attract the people to start with telemark skiing, because beginners are very important for us. They are the most important customers. If there are telemarkers that come into your clinics, if it works well, they are fascinated. If it doesn't work well, they still come again. But for the beginners, you really set the start of their telemark career, so that's very important. And kids love the penguin. We skied yesterday, the day before yesterday, with the penguin through Levy, and all the kids were amazed by the penguin. And also for experienced telemarkers, penguin style is what you see here. Is a challenge, and here, just try that at home. It says ski slow. So, and also in our telemark community in Germany, we use the penguin as a communication tool to invite the people. I think you got the idea. Okay, thank you, penguin. So, why do we write a new teaching book in Germany? First of all, we get the chance to do it. All disciplines are writing the book, and so we are proud that we also are allowed to write this book. And we have the same foundation concept for all disciplines, and we'll use that also for the Telemark concept. The gear improved, and so the concepts had to be adapted. And we had a lot of lessons, a lot of experience, and we want to document that on paper to make it available for our clients, but also for you, of course, and for ourselves. And yeah, we want to share our passion and want to inspire our customers with this book. And now I spoke a lot about this book, and now I want to introduce Monika, who is the project lead of this very important project for us. Please welcome her with a warm applause. And she will
Yeah, welcome also from my side. We're happy that you're all here now. I guess there are some who we know already from last time and some new faces. I want to go further now to introduce you the new Telemark teaching book. And who knows how old our last teaching book is? You know?
15, 20.
It's 13 years ago, so that means a lot happened. And of course, we don't change the Telemark skiing completely. Why should we? It's the same in alpine skiing and cross-country skiing. But we wanted to keep the good and change the necessary. We wanted to create even more simple and logical concepts that are easy to understand for beginners of instructors, Telemark instructors, and also that they are aligned with the students' point of view. Now I go a little bit closer to it, what background it is. Our structure of the new teaching book is our 3 chapters, and we are looking closer for the second chapter. In the first chapter, we are talking about the fascination Telemark with emotional, methodical, and technical background, what is important to get to know to do the teaching. The teaching part, we get closer now. And the last chapter is about specialized knowledge, for example, kids, racing, or our methodical tool Alpenstock. We go closer to it there. And now, as you can see here, maybe all of you know or you have the same concept that you have 4 different skill levels: the green, the blue, the red, and the black. We have them as well now. Why there is new here? Because in our last teaching book we didn't have the green level. We just had blue, red, and black. And it's not that we said now, okay, we just put something into it that we have more. We said we are ready for it because we are doing much more individual lessons than before. We have snowboarders who are coming to us and say, yeah, we want to do Telemark skiing, it's cool, how is it working? We have a lot more kids, who, all the parents, Telemarkers, they want to have their kids in our courses. So they come, how is it working? We have a lot of ski racers who wants to know how is Telemark skiing. And when they understand, okay, this improves me even if in alpine skiing, then they are coming a lot more. So we need to be a lot more individual, and that's what we are combining in the green skill level. And maybe all of you who are telemarkers, you remember the first time you said, what do you want to learn? Well, I just want to learn telemark skiing. I don't have a lot of idea, but I just want to learn telemark skiing. And this is the way to do it with the green and the blue skill level. Maybe there are some questions marked now on your brain because you don't know the details, but they are following. The same way as when you get to know, okay, now I can do some telemark turns. How is this guy doing this in the model skiing? Wow, this looks so amazing. He's doing this in such a fast way. I want to know it as well. So the way is now to go for it, to get a challenge, to do it in difficult terrain, to do it with really professional way. This is now something what I will not explain completely in detail, but we thought it's important for you to get to know what our input is in every skill level. And what you can see here, it's more the logic way, what you get to know. For example, we think that there are keywords that are combined with the levels. So for example, for the beginner, when you look at the top, you have the adjustment and consolidation. You're coming from, for example, alpine skiing. Who of you did before alpine skiing when you did Telemark or is doing at the moment? All hands up? Quite a lot. So therefore, you know something about it, and you know it's the same material with the skis. So you need to adjust now your knowledge and your experience to the Telemark ski. You need to make it a kind of stable. It's consolidation, and in the blue level, this starts again with a consolidation. Then you need to go for a change again. The keywords for the red skill levels, for the advanced skier, is change and variety. You want to change now something, you want to vary your turns, you want to go in different terrain. And for the expert level, you want to be confident in skiing. You are proud of it, you are really self-assured about you. You can do Telemark skiing everywhere and always if you're maybe not in such a good mood or the weather conditions are not the best. So, in every skill level, we also explain what does the student experience, what skills and knowledge will the student learn in the skill level. Maybe you can see, and this is the last thing what I will explain to here now, that when you look closer down, what skills and knowledge will the student learn. In the green level, it is very clear. They will learn the Telemark gear, the Telemark position, and the Telemark movement, and the first Telemark turns. In the blue level, it's a little bit more open. So there is a lot of variety what we put in. It needs to be smoother, it needs to be more constant and more controlled. And the same way is in the red and the black level. You want to have, after the basic turns, you want short turns, you want to go faster on carving, and you want to do it on different terrains, so it's more clear which turns you want to learn, and then it's more open, it should be perfect, diverse, and variable. So, this means the two connected skill levels, green and blue and red and black. There's one other thing, which is on the top, that it is applicable for all skill levels. And this is our high five. I remember yesterday with Keith, when we tried the cool equipment from Swiss. And after some time we ended at the end and we were both smiling over the whole face and saying, wow, this worked now. And what did we do?
Oh yeah.
High five. It worked. And we were happy. And why did it work? And this is now why we're going closer to it. We are combining this, the high five aspects. Not only technical is important, there's also another aspect. And that's what I want to show you here now. You can see 5 aspects. When we go from the down to the up, we have a front leg, which is very important for the Telemark skiing, different to the alpine skiing. We have the rear leg, the lower body, the movement from both legs. We have the upper body, and we have the mental part. And what it means, it doesn't work, you are not happy, you don't feel very good in Telemark skiing when it's not combined with each other. It is necessary that all 5 aspects are combined with each other. So you can think about like if you think about the things, all 5 are on the same level, and if one is just very down, your Telemark skiing will not work. They need to be a kind of the same level, and that's what we want to say for it. If you are not at all on attention, if you are not concentrated, if you are not brave, then you cannot catch all the other aspects. It's just not possible. And that's why we combined this close together. I go later on closer to the aspects, what we say, because this is now just the position. And of course, we are talking a lot about the movement. But Dennis showed us today, A lot of movement, motion, dynamic turns are important, and that's what we are also going for. But it's not only the position, it's a lot more. Those aspects are going through all skill levels, but of course we add something, because here you cannot see any edging, so there need to be, of course, an edging in upper skill levels. Now I'm going already more close to the 6 steps to Telemark Basic. Now we're in the green skill level, and we said it's important for an instructor who starts to learn to give a course that he can follow a way. It's easier to go for this. And we found out since many years now, this way is working. It makes no sense if you put the step 5 before the step 1. If you follow this, it will work. Of course, there are other ways as well possible, but this is a very working way. And therefore we're going a little bit closer, and hopefully you will, our new telemarkers tomorrow, they will find out how this way is. Let's go, this is the first part. We need to be individual. Everyone has other background, that's what I said already before. You have different profession, everyone is different age, different experience, so we need to be individual. Experience and knowledge about the limits from the Telemark material is important, and also the possibilities. And we are doing this either when you start before the lift on a flat area. It can also happen that you have a course, you're going there for example, you meet them the day before, and you give out the Telemark material, and then you already give here the first informations. So sometimes we're doing this with big groups, and it needs to be done. If you don't do that, then maybe something is not working on the place the next day. Free or heal is our second part. Also the name free or heal and feel your heel. Why? Because in this part we're doing alpine turns, also with individual different informations. It depends on the experience before. What is for us important? Because some alpines say sometimes, okay, in Telemark skiing I need to lean much more backward. No, that's not correct. We of course can be in the middle position, we can bend our ankle and still stand on the whole foot. So this information we will go through it. Still, it is a challenge if you make the changing of the turn, that you can raise up your heel and then come back in the position of the whole foot. So this is what we are doing here, get the experience about it. Important not to do it too long because we want to do Telemark skiing, but still we need to go to the border, challenge the student. Now we come to the part step in the flat. What does it mean? We are doing the exercises in absolutely flat terrain. Why? Because we don't need to edge our skis now. So the only thing what I have to do is to get to know about the movement from the Telemark ski. And here we have already the possibility to give high five informations. It is possible without skis, with methodical material. I will show you also afterwards what we are using with this. And it's important to practice on both sides. And now I show you this on this model and on me. So, first information we could give. Do you see everything here? Good. Look forward and hold your upper body upright. Okay, I will look forward, hold my upper body upright. Great. Next step, position yourself in a parallel ski stance. Okay, I put my skis parallel, not like this, not like this, in this position. And keep both skis stable. Yes, my muscles are here very stable. And now, next movement is move both legs at the same time. And what I will do is, for the front leg, I make a step forward, feel the pressure on my heel, at the same time my kneecap points towards the ski. Maybe if it is like something is shining to the ski, or a heavy weight is pulling me down. So again, look forward, hold your upper body upright. Okay, done. I'm ready. Step forward, go down. And the same, of course, to go up again, I stretch my leg and go back again. It's a movement that is important. And what is the mental part of it? Of course, be broad, as if you were wearing a crown on your head. Let's do the movement. Whoops. Does it look elegant?
Ja.
Ich darf die Seiten wechseln. Of course, we could also take you already here. Then you definitely don't begin. Yeah.
No stress.
Now we have. How is it the time? Good?
Ja, everything's alright.
Next step is the fourth step. Move straight. So what we are now doing is to do all the movement in a straight way. Either, and this is very important, it depends on the terrain. If you have it almost completely flat, then you can do one thing. 4-line, flat ski, do the Telemark movement. Danish workshop this morning, we did it. For beginner, it would have been too fast already. So it depends on the snow, and there are also a lot of instructors coming from other disciplines find out again, oh, right, this terrain is much too steep. I didn't remember that it's so hard to do it. So here, the Telemark instructor is challenged to find the right terrain, that it's not going too fast. Because if it's too fast, then they will stop with it and do some strange movements, and it's not feeling like Telemark skiing. If you have a terrain like we have it here a lot, it's a perfect Telemark learning area here in Finland. Maybe our next course will be here, Telemark event. Then you can go across the slope with edge skis. This information must come now, and you can just cross it. If you have steeper terrain, even quite steep, it's possible to do a side slipping. And all those three aspects we will include in every course. So if you only do this, it doesn't work. If you only do this, it doesn't work. If you only do this, it doesn't work. So put all three in your course, and then you will easily follow the next part. It is important, and it's challenging, therefore fun. Next, we want to have, of course, a little bit more, not so much stopping. It can be that this is very short time. So we want to go across the slope and then change direction in alpine turns. Information, always the difference between Telemark and alpine skiing. Do it active and not let it happen. So go down, stretch your legs, go up, down, up. Important information to do the Telemark skiing right. Combined with methodical material like the Alpenstock to be together next to each other, and you can help someone a little bit more easily. And then, and then we have the fluent motion. And now, of course, a challenge how to combine this. It's important to give the right information for the timing and the range of motion. And there are some exercises that are, maybe you don't think at the beginning, this is working for a beginner, yes it is. For example, if you have the other ski in the front, then you should have normally. If you do this, then it's not possible. If it's working with the Telemark skiing, you need to do it on the same and on the right time. So there are exercises that are working for individual students. And then we are done with it. And I have the last information here, because this is also important for tomorrow. What does it mean, those 6 steps? Do you always do them the same time amount? No. It depends on the students or your student group. For example, you would have an alpine athlete, 16 years old, maybe not that high level. He does national racing. He thinks he's very good in carving skiing, but still his position is not so flexible. So the trainers are only doing gait training, never in the powder. That's the basic thing in this example 1. What problems does he might have? His position is not working. He's maybe always raising up his heel, and this is no Telemark, this would be Telemark, so it's always too much in front, it can be. So we need a little bit more time in step 3. Maybe he is able to do these carving turns, but he never tried again the drifting, so we need a little bit more time. If he just goes on the edge, then always it happens, and he's not focusing on it. So we need here a little bit more time. Second example, and you can see we end at the same time level. It's a snowboarder, not a lot of alpine experience, but he is very talented, and he is very good in finding his position. Okay, we need a lot more time in the parallel turn, but the position, step 3, he has no problems. And at the end, we maybe need a little bit more time. So it's just an example. It's not for everyone, of course, the same. If we have an expert skier, high variability emotions, highly motivated to learn telemark skiing, it can be that it's going even faster. So 2 weeks ago we had the Telemark event in Germany, and what happened? In the morning I met a woman, she came too late for the course, and she asked me, well, where should I go? And I told her, okay, I will show you. And then I recognized, okay, I have to bring her to this group, and it even didn't take so long time, like 50 minutes, but I told her very fast, this and this, and after the second run, she did the telemark position and the telemark movement, and I asked her, do you think, her name was Nicole, you feel now like a telemarker? And she said, yes. And then she said to me, do you know what happened to me? My boyfriend he is telemark skiing since 10 years, and I tried now the first time, and I will buy next week the equipment. It was so great. And it was even under 35 minutes. So, of course, it doesn't happen always, but now I will hand over to Shupi again. It's you already. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you, Monica. Yeah, so now we heard that a telemark lesson can take longer or shorter. Important is that we do this telemark lesson and that we inspire the people to be part of our community and to change their life. Oops. So, you heard now the theoretical part, the lecture. Tomorrow we will have our workshop, and by the way, we start the workshop at point 0. So it's not where we met today, it's point 0. It's good, and hopefully everybody can make it. So how did we come up with the idea of the workshop? We bet you learn to telemark. We bet you learn to telemark ski in 55 minutes. So we have. I was in Sasfe, and the big lift was not running, but the baby lift was running. And next to me was a guy who said, "Did I close my binding correctly?" And I said, "What happened?" They said, "You have the same binding like me." And it turned out that he just went into the shop, rent some material, and decided to go for telemark skiing. And we lived up together and talked a little bit. And he never skied before, never telemark skied before. And I had 50 minutes time until my next telephone conference started. And so I said, I bet I can make you to a telemarker in 50 minutes. And he accepted this challenge. And I, of course, started my telemark lesson as I always do, with, or as I do every acquisition talk with all people, like telemark will change your life. And then we did the lesson, and after 50 minutes, made a little video. And Pierre could telemark. This is Pierre, by the way. I think that he looks just perfect. Perfect style telemarker. He was born to telemark, just didn't know the last years, and find out in Sasfe. Yeah, and then his girlfriend come to him and said, "Well, Pierre, it looks so amazing. Not as when you do alpine skiing. Telemark looks so great." And I said, "Well, Pierre, I told you, bye-bye." That was telemarking in 50 minutes. and gave us the motivation to risk a bit and make this title. And tomorrow we will see if it works. We tried it out with several times, and I can say in 1/3 of the attempts it works. So no pressure for you tomorrow. Maybe it works, maybe not.
One of them will learn.
If the lesson is perfect, if the guinea pig is perfect, if the snow is perfect, if everything is perfect, then it might work. And so the idea tomorrow is that with this concept, we are able to give fast lessons. You don't need days, you don't need weeks to learn telemark skiing. It's very fast, and if it's an ideal situation, we are even able to do it in less than 1 hour. That's the idea behind the workshop tomorrow. And so we offer this bet with you, and let's see if it works out. And
what do you offer? If you lose, what do you offer?
What do we offer?
Yeah.
It's a good question. What do you offer if we win?
Well, I might be one of the persons you might teach tomorrow.
Then you win definitely somehow. And of course we will make a special arrangement in the bar
Okay.
to find out. Same for you. Of course. Okay, so this is the idea of the workshop. And we also use the idea of having real-life students in our examination. So if we have 1 week of examination training, so if somebody wants to become a Telemark instructor, we have at the last day our methodical examination. And it works like this, that we invite people that we collect their numbers over the year, and then we invite them to our examination location, and then we have the new instructor, and we have some test persons, and then we have the examination person that observe the situation, and the rest of the group that also wants to be instructors. 2 of them are allowed to visit but not hear what this person is saying, and the rest can prepare for the examination. And so we do that the whole day, and it's great fun. It's good for the new instructors. They get the chance to give a telemark lesson, test, get feedback on what they are doing. For us, the examination team, it's good because you see if the people can really do it or not. It's not like a instination, or how do you say? It's not a play. It's real. We see who can do it. Is this person an instructor or not? You see it if you see real life teaching, and it's great fun. And for the people who are the test persons, they learn to telemark ski, and many of them come then later as instructors and as